I did have a long journey with my friend through dementia, and through it, you do learn a lot. And I know that neighbors and friends can offer some really practical support. To begin with, of course, it's important for the individual to have as much independence as possible. In my case, my friend then eventually could not undertake her own activities on her own. So the plan was to switch and provide support to her to continue activities just as long as possible. There was some driving, some going for walks. She was a swimmer, so people were swimming with her. Anything that could keep her occupied and be a companion to. As a neighbor or friend, you have to consider the situation the way it is right now. Sometimes it's just being a friend, being a companion, being available to listen, share stories, listen to their stories, and just to be a connection with them. You can go for a walk, even sitting in, and while the concentration is there, watch a movie together, watch TV together. Outings are really important for the individual for a good long time through dementia. I found it best that two of us took my friend out for coffee or for lunch. With two of us, we could continue a conversation, and then she could pop in to the conversation when she felt she wanted to. And it's good to remember, though, that her comments might not pertain to what the conversation is at the moment, but that's okay. Just stop, look them in the eye, listen to the participation in the conversation, react if you can, and then she may go silent again. The other thing is ordering off a menu. That became quite a challenge, just being able to focus. And so it's helpful if you could offer what you're planning to order first. Or if you know your friend really well and know there's something on this particular menu that he or she would like, suggest that. Then it's easy for them to say, oh yes, I'll have that too. You could consider gathering a group, some friends and neighbors who, if you set up a schedule, could on a regular basis be prepared to go for a stay-in companion time at home or on an outing. We found this was helpful for the caregiver, that he could then plan that every other Wednesday morning he knew somebody was coming and could then provide some activities for himself. The other thing was a photo album. If the family hasn't set up a photo album, encourage them to do so. Past experiences, past vacations, when their kids were little, their parents growing up. This was a real source of joy for my friend and great conversation because, of course, she could remember all of those things. And for a good long time, she could talk about those experiences. Things do change, though, as the journey continues. And you will have to be flexible, and you'll have to be prepared to adapt. What was appropriate last year, what was even appropriate last month, might not be appropriate anymore. Physical abilities change, concentration changes, what kind of outings that she can participate in changed quite a lot. In the end, I think what's really important as for a neighbor and friend is to remember it's a person that you're talking to, you're being with. And maybe just companionship and attention are all that you need to be in that picture and in that journey.